Who's starting these verbal altercations?
He will just disrespect me, and then I will go back at him.
She verbally abuses us.
You're raising children who are going to have to recover from their childhood. You're suing because you said she used $1,500 to get breast augmentation.
I get in touch with her family. They're like, she's probably in surgery right now. Surgery for what?
Well, sir, are you or are you not using the product that she purchased?
I actually just married an empty alcoholic.
And you rushed in it because you were looking for a Band-Aid. Here is today's case.
His lustful desire for other women is ruining their relationship. She also says he has a gambling problem that is so bad he lost his car in a poker game. He desperately wants to save the relationship. Will she forgive him? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Tarika from Memphis, Tennessee.
Tarika, we are so happy to have you with us. Welcome to Divorce Court.
Your Honor, this is the case of Heater versus Pawlak.
Thank you, Juan. Miss Jennifer Heater?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Mr. Rigel Pawlak
Yes, Your Honor.
to divorce court today. I understand the two of you are not married, but you have been in a long-term relationship for 13 years. You want to be married, and you're here to try to discuss and resolve some of the issues that you feel is holding you back.
Yes, Your Honor. That's my hope.
Okay, Miss Heater, I'll start with you.
Okay. Well, I'm here because I'm over it. Okay, Rigel's got issues, he's gambling, he's cheating, he's got these fetishes that he's into, and, you know, it's been like 13 years, like you said, and, you know, I'm 47 years old, he's been dangling this carrot of marriage in front of me for the whole time, you know, saying we're gonna settle down and get married. Well, I'm running out of time here, so he's either gonna have to get with the program or I'm out.
Mr. Pawlak, what do you have to say, sir?
I want to start by clarifying the cheating thing. I did not cheat. To me, cheating is having sex with another person, and that's not what cheating is to me. So I am not a cheater. Yes, I gamble, but it's a pastime of mine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Yes, I have fetishes, but we got into this fetish lifestyle when we got together, and she knew that about me. And I do want to get married, but I don't want to be pressured into when I get married. And
it's been 13 years. You don't feel any pressure, do you?
Well, I mean...
Why has it been so long? You started out well for you. You said you were happy in the beginning, but some things started happening that have changed the course of their relationship.
Absolutely. I mean, we were going to parties. We had pretty much an open relationship, but we were young. You know, we were having fun. It was the first part of our relationship. We were in our honeymoon phase, if you will, and we were hanging out and going to parties. And you know, at some point that's got to end. And we settled down. That's what we agreed on. You know, I mean, he said he was going to put his fetishes down. You know, he said he was going to settle down with me. It's been 13 years. Like, when is that going to happen?
Well, what do you say happened? Because you said that you walked in on him. You had an open relationship initially.
Yeah.
But then he started going outside of that.
Yes. Let me give you an example, Your Honor. So I was about to go on a trip with my girlfriend, and all of a sudden I wasn't feeling well. And so I just had my girlfriend drop me off at the house, and as I walk up, I hear all these voices. I'm like, what's going on in there? So I open the door, and there's two naked ladies on my floor. And, you know, he says it's a photo shoot or whatever.
Your Honor, it was a photo shoot. They were naked, yes, but I had a camera in my hand, a camera.
Sure, whatever, but you know, it looks a lot like cheating to me. I mean, naked girls on the floor, like, where's that gonna end up? So, I mean, I just left. I told him to leave, but then, you know, I just decided to, like, I left him for a week.
A whole week?
Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Heater. Mr. Pawlak, are you a photographer, sir?
On the side photographer. It's not my main job, but I have got a pretty nice camera, and I do get some commissions every now and then.
So these were clients?
These were clients.
So that was it?
Yeah, that was it, Your Honor.
So you didn't talk for a week, and you obviously believed him at some point.
Yeah,
Ms. Heater?
I did believe him, but then, you know, what about the stripper? I mean, you know, he used to date strippers before we were together. One time I followed him when he went out at night, and he didn't know this, but I followed him, and, you know, he was, like, throwing money at naked girls at the club, and, you know, I was, like, hiding behind one of the girls, and he threw money at the girl I was standing right behind. I almost passed out. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? So he's out at the strip club, hanging out with strippers.
Where did he tell you he was going that day?
Supposed to be hanging out with one of his guy friends.
And so you went into the strip club,
Yeah.
hid behind one of the dancers,
Yeah.
while Mr. Pawlak is making it rain right in front of you.
And then he threw it one right at her and almost hit me. I mean, I almost passed out, Your Honor.
She hid in the corner like a little creep. And then, Your Honor, she went and slashed one of my tires in the parking lot right then.
I mean,
Wow.
what
And she
would you
kicked
do?
me out. We could have saved all that because she always takes me back. There's no point in kicking me out.
Oh my God.
And therein lies the issue, right?
I'm always taking him back.
And why it's been 13 years.
Yeah. Well, let me give you another example, Your
Well, did you
Honor.
slash his tire?
I did slash his tire. I did. You know, I was mad. I was in a passionate moment of anger. You know, I mean, I was just needed to get it out somehow. So I
Okay.
did slash his tire.
I'd say that's
So he didn't drive
overreacting.
home immediately, but he eventually made it back.
He did.
Into your home
He did.
and into your heart.
So we're at a family member of ours wedding, you know, and so all of a sudden we're having a great time, and then Rigel's missing. So for 20 minutes, I'm wandering around the reception looking for him. 20 minutes, and he had been eyeing this girl all night, and I was just trying to, like, you know, be chill. But then she's also missing, I notice. So I'm like, what's going on here? They come out of the bathroom looking all disheveled. What is going on? What are you doing? And he said, oh, you know, nothing really happened. We just kissed.
Mr. Pawlak, is that true?
I remember the wedding, and I remember having a lot to drink. I don't remember exactly what happened in that bathroom, but I know I did not have sex with her. I'm pretty sure we just made out.
So you don't remember much of anything, but you remember what you didn't do.
I definitely did not have sex with her.
So this happens at a wedding where you're with Miss Heater and she's your date at the wedding?
Yes.
And you go into the bathroom and hook up with somebody else?
Well, we probably just made out.
I mean, I went back out and had a good time. I wasn't going to let him ruin my time.
Really? You didn't slash any tires that day?
Not that day, no. I tried to keep it cool. I mean, he's got all these fetishes.
Foot fetish is not a big deal. It's not cheating. I like feet, not a big deal. I'd suck your toes right now if you'd let me.
Oh, come on now.
Mr. Pawlak,
Come on.
this is not that kind of show, sir.
Your Honor, you see what I'm dealing with here?
You said that in addition to the level of disrespect you say you have endured in this relationship, you said that Mr. Pawlak has some addictions, some demons he has not been able to deal with.
Absolutely, like the gambling, for one thing. Like, he just can't stop. Like, okay, so he got me this beautiful diamond tennis bracelet, okay?
Which gambling paid for?
Okay, enough. So, and then, Your Honor, we were hanging out. He was playing poker with his friends downstairs, and I was upstairs with the ladies, okay? And then he comes up and asks me for the tennis bracelet, saying he wants to show it to somebody. I'm like, well, that's weird, but okay. So I hand it to him, and then I walk downstairs, and I see his friend slipping it into his pocket, and I'm like, hey, that's my tennis bracelet. Like, what are you doing? And then Rigel's like, well, I'm sorry, baby, but I gambled it away. I'm like, oh, hell no, you did not just do that. I mean, I got the tennis bracelet back, but, you know, that it was a gift, you know,
Mr.
a really
Pawlak?
nice one that I treasured.
Are you betting other people's jewelry outside
Well,
of your
I
own?
bought that for her.
But it was a
with
gift.
Gamble.
It was a
but
gift
she
for
did get
her.
it back that day, so I don't know why she got so upset.
Sir,
that
why are
day.
you gambling other people's property? That's not your bracelet anymore when you give it to somebody else.
She gave me a $500 limit that night, and I went through that pretty quickly.
Okay.
But I felt like my luck was about to turn the corner.
Oh, my God.
So if I just got that bracelet from her, that I would be able to get the money back, and I would not lose the bracelet.
Well, see, that's when you know you have a problem. First of all, you're at a $500 cap. You lose, and then, like every other gambler, gambler's credo, you're gonna win the next time around.
Definitely.
So then you start betting somebody else's property. I don't care who bought it. The bracelet was hers. So you do not have a right to look at somebody else's property and say, well, I'm gonna gamble that. You wanna gamble your own stuff.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
What happened with the car?
Yeah, let me tell you about the car, please. Okay, so, you know, he calls me in the middle of the night, he's been out with his friends or whatever, and tells me he doesn't have a ride home. And I'm like, well, you drove away in our car, why don't you just drive the car home? Oh, baby, I gambled the car away.
Ooh.
Oh, hell no. You gambled the car away. I said, you don't come back here unless you're rolling up in the car. The end. Like, you're not coming home without the car.
Mr. Pawlak?
Your Honor, I got the car back that night. I lost the car, lost a lot of money, but then I went out. I just played some slot machines. We got slot machines in North Carolina all over the place. I played some slot machines, made some money to go back, got my car back.
Our car.
Well, legally it's my car. Drove home at about 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
I got the car back. I would have been a problem if I didn't get the car back, maybe, but I don't even think it would have been that big of a problem.
It's a problem that you gambled your only mode of transportation, sir. You can't even get home.
How are we going to get around?
But I got it back. I got the car back.
Not the point.
Can I take a moment?
You are not about to recite a poem in this courtroom.
No, I'm
Mr.
not going to
Pawlak.
recite
You
a
ain't gonna
poem.
suck no toes either.
I don't have a ring
my God.
with me.
You doing this now?
I'm gonna, though.
You doing this now?
I will. I'll quit the fetishes if you will marry me.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Miss Heater,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking at you kind of side-eyed right now.
Yeah.
Because it's been a long time, it's been a lot of years, and we're scratching the surface with some of the issues. After all of this, you say he is dragging his feet to marry you.
And speaking of feet, can I bring up one more issue?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, because it's a big deal. I mean, he's got all these fetishes. So he's got, one of them's a foot fetish. You know, we used to be into fetishes together, but we were supposed to leave that behind and work on settling down and getting married. And so, you know, I find these shoes in the closet, and they're not my shoes. They're like...
Who are these people?
Oh, that's... Your Honor. That's us from one of our fetish parties that we went to. Yeah.
Wow. I'm starting to get the bigger picture here.
Okay, so like I said, I found this pair of shoes in the closet that are not my shoes. So I'm like, well, who are these shoes for? And apparently he met somebody online, and you know, he's been watching her step in different things with her feet, and bought her a pair of shoes so he could watch her walk around in her shoes. Like,
Mr. Pawlak?
Yeah, foot fetish is not a big deal. It's not I mean, it's a thing. It's not like, it's not cheating. I like feet, not a big deal, you know. I like a pretty foot. Jennifer won't even put on toenail polish. It's not a big deal. It's just a thing I like.
why don't you tell me you've got this fetish going on and see how I feel about it?
Well, you just seem to be reluctant to even hear me when I talk about your feet. I'd suck your toes right now if you'd let me.
Oh, come on now.
Mr. Pawlak,
Come on.
this is not that kind of show, sir.
Your Honor, you see what I'm dealing with here?
He's been dangling the marriage carrot over your head for many years.
Going on 14 years now.
What do you get when you marry Mr. Pawlak? What is the prize? Based on everything you've told me in court today.
I'm wondering that myself, Your Honor. I mean, I love Rigel. He's my best friend. You know, we used to have so much fun together, and then all these issues pop up. What my hope is that he can get some control over himself, and you know, we can settle down and continue to be each other's best friends, and stay in a loving relationship together.
Well, was the claw machine, was that sweet?
Oh, the claw machine. Well, I think it was an attempt to be sweet. But at this one, he said, you know, if you can get something out of, you know, those claw machines, you know, at the mall, we ended up at the mall. He said if I could get one of those with the claw, then he would ask me to marry him.
Well, did you try?
I mean, no.
Doesn't that tell you what you really needed to hear about his seriousness in terms of proposing?
Well,
so you used the claw machine, and you said if she could get a prize,
those were decent
you
odds
would propose.
for both of us, I thought.
Really?
He was trying to be funny, Your Honor, and be cute.
Well, you know, I thought maybe she'd do it and we'll get married and we'll be happy. And if not, then maybe she'll just leave me alone for a little while and then I'll pop the question when I'm ready.
So you're not ready?
I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready.
Really? It's been 13 years.
I'm almost ready.
So the answer is no.
I need her to calm down about the whole thing, really. It's just too much pressure, you know? It's like, if you just let me propose to you instead of you propose that I propose to you, that I would propose to you if you just let me do it.
Your Honor,
Instead, she's so controlling.
all these other issues, the gambling and the fetishes and the cheating, it's making me hard to be patient. It's hard for me to be patient.
Over the 13 years, you are in a great position to see exactly who you want to make a lifelong commitment to.
Can I take a moment?
You are not
here?
about to recite a poem in this courtroom.
No, I'm
Mr.
not going to
Pawlak.
recite
You
a
ain't gonna
poem.
suck no toes either.
I'm not going to suck any. I don't have a ring. I don't have a ring
my God.
with me.
You doing this now?
I'm gonna though.
You doing this now?
I will. I'll stop gambling. I'll quit the fetishes. I'll stop all of it if you will marry me.
I'm gonna have to think about it.
No, think about it.
You do this in.
What do you mean, think about it?
You do this here. in
You've
front
been
of all these
asking me for a decade to marry you, and you say think about it.
You do this in front of all these people, put me on the spot like that.
Yeah, you don't like the pressure, do you?
The judge brought up some good points. I need to think about this. I've been seeing the
Ms.
person.
Heater? Ms. Heater?
Yes, Your Honor. I have to think about it. I can't believe you pulled this here. Of course you will.
After all this time, you're
You
not
know
even
what?
going to say
I'm
yes.
gonna tell you something. There's no forethought. You don't even have a ring. You come to court, and I think that you see that things are not going well for you. So, in a last-ditch effort to try to save your relationship, you get down on one knee. This is no better than the claw. No effort, no forethought, no romance, nothing. Ms. Heater, you've had 13 years to think
Yes, Your Honor.
about what you want to do. Because we've been able to witness in just a few minutes what you apparently haven't been able to see in 13 years. So what does that say about you? I need you to open your eyes. I need you to open your ears.
I'm trying to step back into my power, Your Honor. I'm trying.
Okay, let's start stepping back today.
I'm getting older. I'm 47. It's hard out there to date people. I mean, what am I going to be alone for the rest of my life?
But I love her, and I'm pretty sure she loves me. Do you not love me? I think you love me. Do you love me?
I love you.
I think the
We love
problem-
each other, Your Honor.
So love is a beautiful thing, but it's not what keeps relationships and marriages together. There are all these other things. There's compatibility, there's loyalty, there's great communication. You love her, but you're gambling her bracelet that you gave her without even asking. You're calling her saying, come pick me up. I just lost my car in a poker bet. That's not love. That's selfishness. You got lucky on the slot machines, you got it back. Maybe next time you won't be that lucky. So, because when you choose someone that you're marrying, you're choosing someone that you're going to be in a partnership with. For you, you have waited long enough. How many different times does Mr. Pawlak have to tell you no?
Right. You're right,
And that
John.
sorry little getting down on one knee at the spur of the moment today means nothing.
I know.
And it should not mean anything to you.
That's right, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. You're right.
There are a lot of things that you don't like about this relationship. You've expressed them, so you make the decision that is best for you going forward.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you can be in a relationship that adds happiness to your life, not heartbreak.
Yes,
Good luck
Your
to
Honor.
both of you.
I feel a lot of ways. I'm feeling a little sad and stressed out and nervous and also a little empowered. The judge gave me some really good feedback that I needed. And the main thing I'm upset about is that, you know, he would do this in front of the cameras and everything. Like he would get down on his knee and, you know, say he was going to stop doing all these things and ask me to marry him, you know, in the courtroom. Like it puts me on the spot. I'm embarrassed about that.
I really thought that it was gonna be what she wanted because she's been asking me for this for so long, and now she doesn't even want it. I'm so confused right now. I thought I was giving her what she wanted. I'm hoping that Jennifer will see how much we love each other and make the right choice for us.
You know, I might have to step out of the relationship.